Hey, Anthony. Justin obviously had a big day today. How encouraging it was to see him, come off that bad game last week and put together the performance he did today.
That's exactly what we expected. A young man, he had a bad week and he learned from it. And I thought today he handled everything extremely well. He's getting better every single week and we're getting better every single week. So no problem with the way he played today.
How did you feel like your defense played?
You know what? I'd like to get a stop there in the third quarter in the second half, but we didn't get that done. It could have been better, but we did what we had to do to get the damn win, and that was our goal, was to be 1-0 at the end of this week, and now we're on to Buffalo.
Is there any frustration for you that you weren't able to put this game away more convincingly there in the second half?
Absolutely. They kicked their tails between the tackles in the running game, and it showed in the stat book. So we have to get better between the tackles. Normally we are, but today we were not.
Thank you.
Cam Buford.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the W today. I want to know, do you make it a point to a player like Kalen Ballage, who's playing against a former opponent or a former team of his, do you make it a point to get him the ball to kind of let him get off against his former team?
No, not really. It's all about plays that we think we can win with. It has nothing to do with personal, It's nothing personal. I don't give a who we're playing,
I got you. That play in Joey Bosa late in the game where he had the roughing the quarterback play, how did you see that? Did you see there was anything that Joey could actually do?
I didn't see it. He came over to me and said that he was low, that he wasn't pushed. I have no idea. I'll probably look at that tonight.
Okay. And then when you talk about Tavon Campbell, his play today.
Mm-hmm. The pick six was huge, and that's what we needed from our defense. We get our hands on balls, score or just get the interceptions. And I thought this week we talked about it, and this week we saw it. So kudos to Tavon. He did a hell of a job.
Kudos to you for the W. Have a good one.
Appreciate it.
Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Coach, can you talk a little bit just about the performance of Keenan Allen today? He really seemed like he was almost effortlessly the way he performed and got 16 receptions.
Keenan inside and in the slot, he's very rare to be that big and quick inside, and we kind of took advantage of that slot defender with some good open concepts with him. Was not pleased with the fumble down on the 1 yard line at all, but he made up for it with some other plays, and overall he had a productive day.
You look at Justin Herbert and you said, you were expecting him to bounce back off the game last week. What did you guys talk about in practice over the course of the week to kind of prepare him and get him back focused to where you believe he should be?
You know what? We didn't have to get him back focused. He's always been focused, to be honest with you. And practice, we attack practice like we always do, very detailed. And he studies his tail off as far as game planning. And so, we had a good week of work, and he went out and played well.
Thank you, Coach.
Sure.
Fernando.
Anthony, you guys started off the game with a block punt the second week in a row. Mm-hmm. What's going on with that, and why is this continuing? Why are the special team struggles continuing?
I'll be real quick about the block punt. The young man did not block his man, okay? He got beat, and he got beat bad. And the second week in a row, we started out that way. And it's not fair to put the defense on the field in those situations, but I do expect the defense to step up and protect the end zone. But that's completely unacceptable.
And then, Anthony,
that's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay. And then it seems like at times the team has lapses where they kind of slow down, and the Jets almost came back today. What's going on with that? Like, why is it at times you guys let teams come back into games when they
made plays? That team wasn't going to roll over and quit, go home. This is National Football League. That team's coming off a bye week. They got all three of their healthy receivers back. They're fast, and they got behind us, and they made plays. And we had a lot of 50-50 balls, and they won most of those 50-50 balls. And we have to be better in those situations. But we need someone to step up and make a play when we have to. And at the end of the day, we did. But I understand what you're saying. It did not have to be that close, in my opinion.
And just lastly for me, Trey Turner, any update on him?
I think Trey's going to be fine. I don't think it was anything serious.
And could he have come back in the game if you guys really needed him to?
I don't know that yet.
Okay. Thank you, Anthony.
Sure.
Jeff Miller.
Anthony, Casey had some less than great moments there in the second half. What was happening with him? He's been beat a few times deep now.
Yeah. Casey's got to play the ball better. I mean, he's in position. I'm sitting there watching some of these plays. He's right there with his guy. but he's not coming down with the ball, and that's something that we need to fix.
And 4th and 5, that play along the sideline, it looked like the replay, it looked like Mims may have not caught that, the bobbling it. Did you not have a chance to look at that before the Jets ran up and snapped the ball again?
I did not at all. I was curious about that, but did not get a chance to look at it up top, and they didn't show it in the stadium. So,
and was that just a situation where they just moved quick enough that you were unable to get a look at, or somebody was able to?
No, if we have people looking upstairs, and if we get a look at it, then yeah, we can challenge it or whatever. But we didn't get a look at it, so
okay,
history.
And then in the second half, after the Jets did nothing in the first half, they scored in their first 3 possessions. Was there any sort of, I mean, I think Fernando sort of touched on it. Was there any kind of a letdown at all? I mean, I know the Jets are going to, I'm sure you knew they were going to come back and, give you, but I mean, was there any sense at all that you guys relaxed at all a bit or anything?
No, I don't think guys relaxed at all. They made plays, and like I say, you go back and look at how many balls went over our head with a defender right there to cover the guy. They made their plays.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Derek Togerson.
Hey, Coach. You came out in the first half. It looked like, especially first couple series of the game, going no huddle, a little bit more high to not your classic hurry up, but more of the no huddle type look. Yeah. That's a lot of what Justin did in college. You start working that in a little bit more here. Maybe get him more comfortable early in games. He had a great first half.
Because he did so much of that in college. He's handled that situation pretty well. It's just the menu that we're working with right now is how much can we do, how much is too much. But I like the way he's handled that. It's a good changeup for our offense as well.
And then we talk about it quite a bit, though, the inability to run the football consistently. You got your quarterback who's making up for a lot of that slack, but at some point, especially when you got a lead in a game like this, how much do you need to redouble down on trying to establish that running game, especially early?
Well, you got to run the football to win most of the time. And I tell you, we were fortunate today because we've had a good rushing attack, but today, I mean, they just have played between the tackles, and I have to watch the tape and see, exactly what the issues were, but. Just from watching from the sideline, it looked like they won their one-on-ones and we didn't.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thanks. Dennis Freeman.
Coach Lynn, how much of a difference did Joey make today in your pass rush today?
Oh, anytime we have Joey Bosa on the field, I think it makes a difference in our pass rush, especially when we're rushing 4.
When you talk about finishing games, how will your team be able to build on what you were able to do today to the win and being able to close out the Jets today?
Well, I think anytime you, especially the way we started, you bounce back from that, and then you win the game. I think you create momentum just a little bit. Even though we didn't finish the way we wanted to, we still won the game. So it's better than the alternative. Like I said, right now these people, these young men, they're very excited that we're 1-0 at the end of this week, and right now we're on the Buffalo.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Sure.
Joe Reedy.
Anthony, was the plan throughout to pass as many times as you did in the first half, or was it just a matter of just taking what the defense gave you?
Joe, you're just taking what they give you. We had a run plan, we had a pass plan, but we ended up using the short, quick passing game a lot more because, like I said, they were stopping the run. And so we went to the quick passing game more. And I thought Justin got the ball into the hands of receivers, and they did a good job of running after the catch.
Okay,
and
thanks.
Running backs did as well.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Last one for you, Coach, tomorrow.
Hi, Coach. Despite winning the game, you said you felt like there were some things you guys could have done better. What do you think they need to do better collectively to keep the winning going?
Just winning our one-on-ones, our individual battles. I could have during the third quarter, I could have taken a penalty and went back to 3rd and 15 and give them 2 more shots, but I chose to decline it and was really counting on someone to step up and make a play, because that would have, to me, getting the ball back right there, we could have ended the game offensively. But, we didn't get that done, and they ended up moving the ball down the field and scored later. But just winning our one-on-ones, and that's something that I think the guys called it up at the end of the game in the locker room, and that's something that they talked about. And I was glad to hear them talk about that.
So collectively, moving forward, what do you think the team needs to do better to
I just said
stay in the winning bracket?
We got to execute. We got to execute and win on one-on-ones.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
If you like that video, check out more